Yes, hello, good morning again. So we are on our seventh exercise now. I hope you're still doing fine. The seventh exercise will be on georeferencing now. So as mentioned, we have 10 exercises and I'm posting here the seventh and hope you are still doing fine. So to access our data, you can visit our LMS Geospatial Methods in Forestry. And this is for week 11, May 16 to 20, about georeferencing. So also then georeferencing. So most GIS projects require georeferencing, some raster data. So georeferencing is the process of assigning real-world coordinates to each pixel of the raster. So kanang atong raster, these are images or image files. No? If these are not georeferenced, it will not load in any GIS software. That's why we have to assign real-world coordinates to each pixel so that it can be loaded in a GIS software. Many times, these coordinates are obtained by doing field surveys. So, magdala ka og compass, magdala ka og GPS receiver, and you collect coordinates with the device. Georeferencing means that the internal coordinate system of a map or aerial photo image can be related to a geographic coordinate system. So in our previous exercises, I have introduced to you the different coordinate systems that we use. Natay WGS 84, and another one that is projected is the WGS 84 UTM zone 51N. So that's a projected coordinate. Still, it is referenced from a WGS 84 system. So for our exercise, we will be using the geohazard map of Agusan del Norte. So this is downloaded from DOST. These are hazard maps from the DOST. So this electronic map can be used as base map for our GIS projects. And to utilize this map, we have to assign them these real-world coordinates by the process of georeferencing. So you can download the data available on the drive using the following link. So simply click this link and it will lead you to this one. On the data folder, double click and Natay, Mindanao, PDF file, PDF maps, and this PNG ground rupture. Okay, so sa PDF maps, these are downloaded ng mga topographic maps from NAMRIA. So daghan na siya, no? For example, Las Nieves, Sagpit, Butuan City. Let's take a look. So mo ni ang sa Butuan City daw na topographic map. If you're going to enlarge, so makita nimo niya ang daghan mga polygons, points, and these are contour lines. So mga contour line stands for an elevation of the line with reference from the mean sea level. However, dili na to ni siya gamiton for this particular exercise. We also have a folder for the Mindanao barangays. This is a vector data, a shapefile that will map you all the barangays that are in Mindanao Island. And we also have the PNG file of the ground rupture downloaded from the OST. This is some DOST FIBOX. So this is for Agusan del Norte, and we will find that near in Agusan del Norte we have an active fault. Kinesia, the Philippine Fault, Surigao Fault. So make sure nga wala ang inyong balay along this line. Okay, kung naan yung balay sa kining line or the fault line, so from now on, dapat mag-start na mo pangita o bagong kuan location because the intensity of earthquakes will be more intense along this kini siya nga fault line. And this is for Butuan City. So so you have to download this data, this Mindanao Barangays, kinilang Mindanao Barangays, and this ground rupture. Download this into your designated folders or directories. Then after downloading, do not forget to extract the file. So extract nyo na siya because these are compressed files or archive files. So once downloaded, you can now open your QGIS and load the necessary data. So first, we will load the Mindanao shapefile. So sa Mindanao, din siya, no? Exercise 7, georeferencing and the data, Mindanao Barangays. So select the one. This is a shapefile with the biggest file size. Open and open. So all barangays in Mindanao, from Sulu, Tawi-Tawi, up to the Nagat Island are loaded. So do not be confused with the different color nga mugawas or pop out sa your screen, no? Because the rendering color is just temporary. You can always select or change these colors by going into the properties folder. For example, I have to change this one into a different color, say this one light green. Apply, okay, so it changes color. Next thing is to load your PNG file or image file. So in your folder, this is the ground rupture. Open and you will be prompted that can't open this raster for writing. So nga naman, it is because our PNG file is not yet georeference. So wala pa to siya georeference. That's why dili siya mabutang diri sa QGIS. So we have to remove this one. And in order to georeference that raster file, dito tayo sa raster. Click raster and natadri georeferencer. So click this georeferencer. On our georeferencer menu, natay add raster or open a raster. So click this one and search for that file na imuhang download. So HR7 georeferencing data, then this ground rupture map. You click open and this one. First thing to do is you have to set the settings, transformation settings. So transformation type, so we will be doing this one lang. Although daghan na siya nga method, no? Linear, projected, but for this case, we'll do a thin plate spline. The sampling method is the nearest neighbor and the target SRS. We will look at this one. No? Tanaw na to kung what is the reference of this. This is WGS 84. 9 degrees, basta mga degrees galing, that's WGS 84. But anyway, check pagyapon nato diri if they are using WGS 84. So this one, Geographic Coordinate System, WGS 84. So kini ang atong gamiton. Again, going back to the settings, transformation settings, set this one into WGS 84. So na zone UTM diri, PRS 1992, which is used by some DNR projects. In our case, kini, the WGS 84. Click OK and Next thing is save our output raster. Ito sa ato ang output. You create an outputs folder. And ito na i-delete na ako ng uban. Ano lang. Save the file as the ground rupture _ modified. When you say modified, you already have modified the settings and inputting some georeference data. Like, okay, click okay. So we'll start now our georeferencing. So if you notice on the upper frame and on the left frame, natin mga coordinates. So this is 125 degrees 10 to the east and 9 and 15 to the north. Tanaw na to that under intersection along the map, dapat natin makita any marker, no? Because that will be our point to generate. So kini siya ang intersection niya be 25 is somewhere here na dapat natin makita nga marker. If we're going to zoom in, so makita nato nga naay, what is this? This is a cross marker. So pasabotan niya, this is the intersection of the latitudes and the longitudes. So we'll start our georeferencing. So kini, this is add point. So ato na siyang ibutang as much as possible dapat sa center. Okay. Then we will be prompted, once you click, you will be prompted with this one to enter the map coordinates. The X and the north. On the north, this is the north thing, you have 9 and 15. Then let's read the instruction. So entering X and Y coordinates. If it is DMS, this one is a DMS, degrees, minutes, and seconds. Although wala lang siya seconds. This one is a decimal degrees. Itong 9.166 digit ng decimal, that's a decimal degrees. Or projected, which respond to the differentiated points. So this one is a DMS. So ato siya input using this format. 915 sa north is 09 space 15 space and that's mark 0. And then sa taas, so get to. Kini, this is 125.10. So ato ibutan diri 125 10 and 0. You click okay. So na siya mong gawas diri that you are already creating a point. The next is there na pod somewhere here. So there's the marker. So yan na siya. 125.50 and the marker. So let's create another point. 125 space 50. Ini siya similar kaganina is 915. So 09 space 15 space 00. Okay. Then put sa somewhere sa baba here. 848. Kining isa is 125.50. Okay. 125.50 and 0848. Let's check kay limtanon kay ko if it is 148 and 848. Mali yun ay 845. Limtanon juga na. So 845. 125.50, 845, click OK. Okay. And last is dire. 845 and kini 125, 10. Add 125, 10. And 08, 45. Okay. Check kung sakto ba yun. 845, 125, 10. Sige. Then, I think 4 is okay, but we will add another point on the center just to make our georeferencing more precise. This is 9. And kini siya 1 to the 530. So somewhere there is a tunga 9 and 1 to the 530. Nara ang marker. One 25, 30 ba to? And 090000. 1 to 530. Ay, check na to. Ay, nako. Kalimot. So dapat inyo na siyang isulat, no? 1 to 530, sakto. And 9. Okay. So you have 5 points. So once you're done, you can run georeferencing by pressing this one, kini. Start georeferencing and it will process. So once done, the prompt raster was successfully georeferenced. So you can close this one, save GCB. You can either save or discard, whatever. But for me, I discard na. So you see, the georeference map is already added to our QGIS environment. So check na to if it is aligned with our shapefile. Okay, so pwede natin siya i-adjust ang transparency just to check if it is still, it's really aligned. Apply and okay. Oh, it's aligned. Align. So perfectly aligned with our shapefile. Pwede mo hide or hide and hide. So it really, no, it's perfectly aligned with our, so that's georeferencing. And balik siya to transparency 0. Click apply. Okay. So here, so that is for georeferencing. So once you have georeferenced the map, you can do other processes. Like for example, you wanted to digitize this one, kining fault line. So you can add itong add layer, add a vector layer, and then line, etc. Just like digitizing on our previous activities, no? Digitizing mo in the form of line. So that's digitizing. Then pamilain din nga makuha na information. So this is only, kining map is only for the ground rupture. So basically, ang information nga imuhang makuha diri is the location of that fault line, Philippine fault line. So kini imong i-digitize using the digitizing technique na atuang na perform on our previous exercises. Okay, for your submission, sabi natin submit, zoom to layer. Kini lang siguro, no? Once you already have the you have georeferences one, you save your work. This is 7 georeferencing outputs. This is exercise 7. Write your name. Sarmiento. Okay, so it's saved. So once saved, you can press print screen or katong Windows print screen to screenshot your to screenshot your work. So once screenshot is done, you can submit that as an attachment to our LMS. So that ends our georeferencing activity. Okay? So simple lang, no? Questions? So wala. So if you were ever able to master all of this one, so sayo na din mo gamit og mga projects. I mean, mudawat og mga projects. Especially some scientists, some people from the non-government organizations are hiring GIS experts. Not really expert, but those people who are capable of doing mapping. So in my case, Gali, no, I am a faculty of CSU, but there are still projects that are coming in. Like for example, this one from mining companies. So pwede ka magbuhat ng mga mapa from the NEA or National Irrigation Administration. You can do vulnerability mapping, hazard mapping, etc. So all of this can be done if you have this knowledge in QGIS. So this will be your additional income in the future. Or some DNR, some agencies in the DNR require their new entrants to have knowledge of at least basic GIS technology. Okay, so that's it for now. And again, if you have questions, don't forget to send a message. Thank you and good day. And 2, 3, stop. Stop share. And